We might be in the middle of the desert here, but it does still rain in this part of the world. It's raining right now. How is that going to affect things down the world-famous strip at the Las Vegas Grand Prix? 17 corners, 3 straights, 2 DRS zones, and a total of 3.8 miles that adapts its way around the landmarks of Las Vegas. We will not be at top speed today thanks to the rain, but it's going to be quick and it's still going to be thrilling. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday and he'll start from pole position. And Yuki Tsunoda completes the front row. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Hamilton, Piastri, Andrea Kimi, Antonelli and Russell, Leclerc, Norris, Lawson and Isaac Hadjar, Albon, Stroll, Carlos Sainz and Alonso, Bortoletto, Behrman, Nico Hulkenberg and Jack Doohan, Ocon, and Pierre Gasly picks up the final grid slot today. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track. Well, we welcome you to the broadcast. It's going to be some race today. First of all, introductions. I'm Alex Jakes. Alongside me for this one, Anthony Davidson. Okay, the start, so important. Tell us about how you ace a launch off the line.
The drivers these days, they practice and practice. They have rigs with them at the circuit where they can sit down with the actual steering wheel from the real car, and they've got lights that they react to. The clutch paddle is tailored around the driver's hands, around their fingers, so they can have optimum position before they start. So there's so much thought and effort that goes into getting these cars off the line.
Here we go then, the formation lap is underway. There are wet conditions here today. Each driver will no doubt be mindful of the wet surface as they prepare to race around the track. So as all the cars take their positions on the grid, the teams will be hoping their strategies pay off for them in today's race. But the question I'm asking is which teams have got it right and which teams have got it horribly wrong?
damage to the underbody. Repeat, serious damage to the underbody. Battery charge is high, let's use that overtake button a bit more. The floor is now critically damaged. Watch out for understeer in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as quickly as you can. Push, push. Okay, so heavy rainfall, here to stay for a while. Doesn't look like it's moving on anytime soon. Hadja ahead and gap to the car in front, 1.3 seconds. That's Stroll behind you. They're on a fresh set of wets. Their tyres are 3 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. Time last lap, 1:56.4. Gap to your teammate behind, 8.2 seconds. They're on a fresh set of wets, and the time last lap, 1:57.2. They're currently 17th place. Nice move, keep going. Alonso ahead, time last lap, 1:56.5. Okay, gap ahead, 1.4 seconds. They're on a fresh set of wets. Okay, they've got 4 laps on their tyres. We think they've got one more stop. And you're closing by 0.4 a lap, keep it going. The fastest lap at the moment, 1 minute 54.6. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now, everything's looking good. Hatches behind you, and the time last lap, 1:57.1. They're on a fresh set of wets. Okay, they've got 4 laps on their tyres. We think they've got one more stop. Make use of the overtake button and see what you can do. so we're leading our teammate by 11.4 seconds. Radar suggests that this heavy rain will be with us for a while now. Okay, full wet seems to be the fastest tyre for now. Okay, focus. We need to stay on form. Just be warned, the underbody showing heavy damage. Systems all looking good, head down. No issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. 10. Okay, gap to the car in front, 1.8 seconds. Lawson behind. Time last lap, 1 minute 56.4. They're on old wets. Okay, they've done 10 laps on those tyres. We think they've got one more stop. Past, make use of the overtake button and see what you can do. Gap to your teammate behind, 12.2 seconds. Seeing a lot of tyre deg now. We've got a new strategy if you want to take a look at it. Understood, copy that. Okay, gap to the car ahead, 1.5 seconds. Ahead is a second a lap faster than you. Okay, heavy rain will be staying with us for a while now, at least a 20-minute window of heavy rain. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by, 2.4 seconds. Okay, be careful, we think you're going to start losing some tyre grip any time now. Got a lot of spare energy, okay to use your overtake button. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. There's been some damage to the underbody, expect the car to feel some impact. Systems all looking good, head down. That's 38 laps of fuel remaining. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 3.5 seconds. Increasing the gap on the car behind by 0.5 a lap. 'Take' button for more power, we need to push. "36 laps of fuel left in the tank, 36 laps. Grip is probably dropping due to wear, so don't be too aggressive. front is a second a lap faster, 1 second. At the moment, the car behind is lapping faster than us by around a second a lap. Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy. Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 7.3 seconds. And that's us in 10th position. The distance to the leader, 36.8 seconds. Alonso's ahead of you. And gap to the car in front, 7.0 seconds. They're on old wets. Okay, Hulkenberg's behind you now. They're on old wets. You've got 4 laps until your pit window opens. Okay, 30 laps till the end now. Conditions don't look like they're shifting. We're predicting at least 20 minutes of heavy rainfall. Full wets seem like the best tyre for now. Your pit window is going to open in 3 laps time. Pit window opens in 3 laps. Okay, gap ahead, 10.7 seconds. P10, you're currently in P10. Okay, gap to leader, 44.0 seconds. Alonso ahead. Okay, gap to the car in front, 13.4 seconds. They're on old wets. That's Hulkenberg behind. Less than a second separates you. They're on old wets. And your pit window opens in 2 laps time. Okay, 28 laps to go. Okay, we've got 31 laps of fuel remaining. Grip is probably dropping due to wear, so don't be too aggressive. Okay, so heavy rainfall here to stay for a while. Doesn't look like it's moving on anytime soon. And that's us in 10th position. Our gap to first place, 45.7 seconds. Alonso's ahead of you. Okay, gap to the car ahead, 14.3 seconds. They're on old wets. Okay, Science is behind you. Less than a second separates you. They're on old wets. Okay, your pit window opens next lap. 27 laps to go. Grip is probably dropping due to wear, so don't be too aggressive. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 3.4 seconds. They're on old wets. They're currently 16th. And the time last lap, 1:54.5. Careful, the tyres have deteriorated significantly at this point. Okay, clear. Push now, we're boxing this lap. Safety car, no overtaking, reduce your pace. Keep your delta number positive as we form up. Alonso ahead. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 17.6 seconds. They're on old wets. Their tyres are 24 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. Time last lap, 1 minute 53.9. Okay mate, this is not good. You're losing 3 seconds a lap. So we've got 29 laps of fuel remaining. The rain looks like it's going to be getting much lighter over the next 10 to 15 minutes. There should be more grip, but don't expect a dry track yet. Okay, full wet seems to be the fastest tyre for now. Okay, pit in this lap and remember the speed limit. We'll be penalised if we exceed it. Keep that in mind as you approach. Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta's negative, which means you're going too fast. Reduce your pace. Jack's coming in for his stop now. Okay, go, go, go. Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. Forecasts suggest the rain's going to be lightening up over the next 10 to 15 minutes or so. You should start finding more grip as we clear the standing water. Full wet seem like the best tyre for now. Looks like it's going to be getting much lighter over the next 10 to 15 minutes. There should be more grip, but don't expect a dry track yet. Okay, full wet seems to be the fastest tyre for now. Forecasts suggest the rain's going to be lightening up over the next 10 to 15 minutes or so. You should start finding more grip as we clear the standing water. Safety car in this lap, safety car in this lap. Let's make sure those tyres are up to temperature, and remember, there's no overtaking until the timing line. Stay in position until the green flags. Teammate behind, 3.6 seconds. Green flag. That's Russell just ahead. Push for the position. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 1.2 seconds. They're on a fresh set of wets. Their tyres are 5 laps old, and the time last lap, 2:26.1. Right, you're closing in by around 1.4 seconds a lap. Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy. No issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. On this rain clearing up is about 10 minutes, so just keep your concentration out there, you're doing well. Leclerc is behind you. They're on a fresh set of wets. Time last lap, 1:54.7. Their tyres are 6 laps old. radar showing a clear patch on its way. There's about 10 more minutes of this rain. Full wet seem like the best tyre for now. Leclerc behind. They're on a fresh set of wets, and the time last lap, 1 minute 54.0. Okay, their tyres are 7 laps old. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 7.5 seconds. They're on a fresh set of wets. They're in 14th place. Time last lap, 1:55.0. Past, make use of the overtake button and see what you can do. Okay, you're doing well out there, keep it up. We're looking at about 10 more minutes of rain, 10 minutes. track, it might just be about time to come and change these tyres. No tyre concerns at the moment, just... Weather's changing now, you might want to review our strategy. Okay, copy that. Gap to your teammate behind, 10.4 seconds. Side pods have taken damage, you might start to pick up a little bit extra drag. Teams seem to be putting intermediates on now. Come on, let's go and switch over if you need to. Understood, stopping this lap. Jack's in the pits, Jack in the pits. Okay, let's go now, come on. That was a fantastic stop, faster than we were expecting. Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track. Okay, roger that. Soft tyres at the next pit stop. Bodywork's taken a few scrapes, try not to make it any worse, please. gap to the car ahead, 9.5 seconds. Inters seem to be the fastest tyre for now. Is really dry enough yet to start thinking about slicks. Let's hold on to the inters for a little while longer. Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on. Okay, we can take you this lap. Right, let's go, come on. Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that. Weather's changing now, we're going to have to change strategy, so it's time to box. Got that, confirmed. Tyre condition still looking good. Okay, the stewards have now enabled DRS. DRS is now online. Remember to play around with ERS modes in your MFD if you need to. Behrman just ahead. Push, push. And the time last lap, 1 minute 47.6. And gap to the car in front, 8.7 seconds. They're on a fresh set of inters. Okay, they've got 4 laps on their tyres. We think they've got 1 more stop. Car ahead has some minor front wing damage, but it's currently maintaining its pace. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now, everything's looking good. Okay, so the car behind's just come in. They're now on the soft tyre. Soft tyres on the car behind. Jack's coming in for his stop now. Okay, focus. We need to stay on form. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 9.5 seconds. Okay, gap ahead, 4.7 seconds. Laps of fuel to go, 9 laps left. Okay, gap to the car in front, 4.5 seconds. edging the car ahead. Well done, but be aware these tyres need to get us to the end of this race. Gap to your teammate behind, 7.6 seconds. No issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. Okay mate, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home.
was well executed.
He'd won a sprint before, but now it's time for Grand Prix success. Oscar Piastri takes the win.
It was a joy to watch today, honestly, because the driver was clearly able to read the conditions well on track, to use the information properly from the team, and usually come up with the right solution at the right time.
So much to talk about, we will continue to do so, but first it is time for the podium. And it's special for Piastri back on the top step.